Okay, so here's how to install a graphics card on desktop computer. Yeah. Okay. So, now before you do anything, you want to turn the power supply off back here. Little switch. All right. Before you do any maintenance on your computer, because you don't want things to be bad, and you want to unplug it too. That's a good thing to do as well. Also, it helps to unplug everything, but that's a lot of work, and it's annoying to plug it back in. So I don't think I'm gonna do that now. I'll unplug my graphics card that's already in there. I'll also show you how to remove a graphics card, because why not? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just taking my side panel off. What you're gonna want to do, you want to not have a side panel, on your computer, because you can't put a graphics card on if you got a side panel in the way, can you now? Silly. So here is computer, and wow, that's a graphics card. Okay, so now listen up. Okay, some graphics cards, they got a thing you gotta plug in. Not all of them, but this one does. So you're taking it out, you'll want to unplug the thingy first. Okay, that's an important step. Now, there's more. Back here, we got some freaking thumb screws. Alright? They might not always be thumb screws. We got some screws to unscrew. So, you gotta get your screwdriver. I probably should have said all the stuff you need to do this first, but I mean, you just need a screwdriver. So, hey. Okay, so, now in my case, there's this little metal thing you gotta slide out of the way, so I'm just gonna slide that thing out of the way after I've unscrewed the screws. Actually, I have to take it off altogether, I think, so. Yeah. There we go. Or at least it helps to take it off all the way. Now, wait a minute. You got I got some food on my face. You got some more screws to unscrew. These are the ones holding the graphics card on. I'm just going to unscrew them. Gotta hold the case in place so it doesn't move unwantedly. And I'm just going to crack them loose a little bit, because they are thumb screws. You can just unscrew them with your thumbs. And you're going to want to unscrew basically all the screws that are attached to part of the graphics card, basically, and one below it, one space below it. So I'm just doing that right now. You want to keep track of where all your screws are, and maybe different screw sizes if you have different screw sizes. I have all the same screw sizes, so that's not a problem for me. Alright, now when you're taking out a screw with one of these little thingies, you want to hold the thingy in place so it doesn't fall out and kill your computer or something. So, oh frick. Okay, it fell out, but it didn't kill my computer, I don't think. Now, yeah, these little things, they'll be pre-installed in your case for just all of these different frickin' slots right here. You'll want to take them out when you install your graphics card, but I'll get to that later. Okay? Alright. So, now we get to the fun part. actually taking the graphics card out. So how am I gonna do that? You might be thinking, how's he gonna do that? Well, I know exactly how. See, uh, there's a right in there, right on in there. You can't see it. I can't see properly. Well, too bad, so sad. You can't see it. You can't see it. I don't care. What is this gonna provide enough light? No, it's not. Okay. So you can't really see it back there. But there's a thing. There's a little like knob, a little thing back there. Oh, there's a flashlight. Oh, cool. Okay, there we go. So right there. See that thing? It's a thing. And with that thing, I should probably. Yeah, one moment. And we're back. Okay. So, computer's just, down on its side right now. So, which you'll probably want to have it in that way when you're working on it like this. Anyway. So, yeah, there's that little tab down there. You're going to want to, like, push that tab down. Okay? So it unhinges. Now, not all graphics cards are made in a way that requires you to do that, but this one is. So then you just sort of pull it out. And you gotta finagle it a little, and here's your graphics card, removed from a computer. There it is. There you go. Yep. Now you might be thinking, wait, the light, frick. Yeah. How do you install the graphics card? Well, it's a good question. How do you install it? Oh, wait, I know how to. So, I'm just gonna set this boy down here. What is non-conduct? What's good? What's good? What is a safe material to put your stuff on? So keep that in mind. Yeah. Try to avoid letting it be in a position where it could fall over. That's better. Now these thingy jibbidibbidibbis, they go in the spots here back in the computer. They'll be screwed in, or maybe you'll have to twist them out if you got a crappy case. You take them out. Just take those things. Well, graphics cards are either going to be 2-slot cards or 1-slot cards. This one right here is a 2-slot card. You can see because it's got like 2 nubbins back here, and it's kind of thick. It's kind of thick and chunky. About as thick and chunky as 2 of these stacked up on top of each other. If it's just as thick as one of these, right? Just one of them. Then you got a single slot, right? And you only got to remove one of these things. Except it'll help to remove 2. It helps to remove like 1 extra below it, or at least remove the screw, because that gives you more room to work with when you're actually installing the card. So, alright, now I've got this nubbin thing flipped back. It's a little latch here. I'm going to want to have that back. If your graphics card doesn't have one of these on it, you know, this part here, where it like sort of, you know, sticks out like that here. You're not going to want to flip this back. You'll just want to leave it, you know, the way it is. If you do have a little nubbin thing sticking out there, you flip that, and then you take your big chunky graphics card, or maybe a skinny boy, who knows. I ain't gonna discriminate. And what you gotta do is there are a couple things to pay attention to. It helps to not be holding a camera, but you gotta get these little sticky outy bits at the end, right? They go in between the motherboard and the case, and you gotta like fit the like part at the top that sort of sticks out. You gotta fit that in where it goes. So, and you gotta do that while making sure that you're plugging the damn thing in, and you plug it in, basically. Yeah, this is hard to do when holding a camera. Alright. Oh, there we go. Nope. But we're almost there. This is some jankiness. Oh, nope. Might have to set down the camera. Oh, never mind. I got it. No, I don't. Now, there we go. Now she's plugged in. Probably didn't get that on camera, but I think I explained it an amount. Anyway, that's not the most important part. Yeah, you figure that out. You should plug it in. Here's the important part. You gotta get your screws, and you gotta make sure that it is secured in place properly with the bracket and stuff. If it's not, then your computer's gonna die, and you don't want your computer to die. So, yeah, you just screw those thumb screws in, and you want to make sure that you screw them in, not tight, but you know, you use a screwdriver. Like, you don't just screw them in with your fingers. You gotta get a little bit of screwdriver action in there. That's what I go with. Pretty much just until it gets tight is my rule. You know, it gets tight, and then you just give it a little bit of extra. Just a little bit of extra torque in there, just a tiny bit. Just sort of. Anyway, then you get this just stupid thing or whatever, and you put it in like that. I didn't catch that, but you know, you can see how it goes in. And then you screw your screw in there, and this one you can just, you know, you don't need a screwdriver for that because it's not really holding anything on. So that's good. And then I get my thingy, which is specific to my case. You might not have one. Who knows? Not everyone has them. I do have them, but not everyone have them. And I'm not using a screwdriver for this. I'm just using my fingers. And now once you got your graphics card plugged in, you want to get the right power cable for it. See, this is a 6-pin because it's got 6 holes, you see? So it takes a 6-pin power cable, right? And you just plug that on in until you hear Okay, well, okay, it's in. Yeah, you usually like hear it click or something, but not that time, I guess. Yeah. Try it again. There we go. There's a slight click. You hear a nice, faint, a little quiet click sound, and that means you're good. So, just gonna stand the computer back up. Alright, now the computer here, graphics card in place, securely mounted. There's a little bit of wiggle, but that's expected. If you have a lot of wiggle, then you didn't do something right. You skipped a step. You gotta watch the video better. You gotta pay attention. Stupid. Alright. Now, your graphics card, it's not gonna do any good if you don't plug it in. So, you take your HDMI or your display port or whatever. I got both of them because I got a VR headset and a monitor. So, I just, you plug the display port cable, okay? This is important. You plug it into the display port. Or is it the display port? I don't know. It's stupid naming scheme or something. And then you take your HDMI cable, okay? And you might think, well, you plug the display port into the display port cable, yeah. Then you plug the HDMI into the display port too, because it's a display cable. No. HDMI, okay? It goes in HDMI. Not display port. You have to be stupid to make that mistake. Alright. So you might be thinking, I'm done. No, you're not. Assuming that you were doing things correctly. Because you still gotta plug your power supply in, dummy. So you plug it in, and now you think no. Because you gotta switch it on. Alright? And now, if you're balling like me, you'll have some fancy, wait for it. Yeah. And you got RGB lights like me. I was waiting for the motherboard to turn on, but it didn't. So, yeah. But you see the graphics card, RGB lights on it, they're lighting up. It works. The graphics card is working. The monitor, it'll check for a signal. Because, there we go. There are the more lights. It'll do its thing. There we go. We're booting up now. See that? That's booting up. And then you might want to throw your side panel back on. That doesn't usually hurt to do. Throwing your side panel on. Keep it as an enclosed system. Keep all that dust out. Yeah. And that is how you install a graphics card on a computer, like this one right here. Yeah, that's how you do it.